they at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you've been inclined. I can say a lot but I'm not, gotta keep it down. Making sure nobody drown, I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now, cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this, a party, wanna climb the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this, a party, wanna climb the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's a second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action now. Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This game, the ninth that the Jags have played here in London. You might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the third of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And they'll run with Etienne.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nick Bonito. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now following the safety, they'll have the football with a chance to take the lead as they begin following the free kick with a 1st and 10. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Early early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7, forthcoming. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trayvon Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. Down inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert Okwuegbunam. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Lawrence on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. The Jaguars sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. On 4th down on is Logan Cook to punt. Returning it, here's Hamler. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. This one swung out to Williams. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, that's into a crowd and intercepted. The big fella. There's the stiff arm. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever never before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Patterson's kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Wilson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Again, it's Lawrence. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They go play action now. Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line.
Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60.
And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Devin Lloyd in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. On third down, here's Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence will throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 28 yards.
And the Jags are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the third.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Final minute now in the third quarter. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go play action with Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. They go back to the ground with Williams.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
From the shotgun now. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, 34 yards. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give running right, Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
36 yards on the play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Wilson now off the bootleg. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Williams.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. There's Wilson.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Denver. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Denver,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
Somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memory